All right. When we're going to do inherit resolve, right?
Roger.
New build 596. We'll just do the standard Blue 4 Modern and Russia 2010, right? And then Syria inherent resolve to test. I assume just as long as it's modern age is fine.
Yep.
And just because we're testing, we're going to amp up some extra money to buy with because we're probably going to need it.
Sure.
Not going crazy with it, but
We might as well buy some bombers of the off map.
I gave us $1 billion, so.
$1 billion. It's like 2 jets.
I mean, it's the U.S. Congress, man. They're just like, here.
Here, take this, by the way. 600 million per fucking...
Let's add some stuff over here. Get some Hornets. Get some idiots who've learned now that the AI flying in Tomcats.
How did the AA Tomcat do?
Well, the AI Tomcat, I've now had this theory. You know, the F-14B was made, what, in the 70s, right?
Yeah.
So they put the AI pilot to have the IQ of the same, like, decade.
Year.
So, yeah, it's their IQ is about in the 70s. Do a couple of those.
You don't have to make fun of Berserker like that. Come on. Can you make sure there's plenty sriracha wherever we spawn? That'd be fantastic.
Wow.
Don't worry, I'm bringing a pallet with me.
My man.
We'll just have him come in from the Red Sea then.
Yeah.
It's actually an interesting ad, though. I like that they put that in there. Couple B-52s, that should be fair enough, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Settings. Sweaty as fuck.
Oh, I like that ManPads checkbox.
Yeah, I saw that. It was in the last one, the build from earlier today, too.
Yeah.
Take the carcasses out of there, turn culling on, and we're going to leave the ground units on there, or will the ground units, because we have ManPads checked, will they still put them out there even though we didn't create infantry squads?
I believe it still has to be on.
Okay. We'll leave it on there and see. Okay. I must just not have caught that. And then turn smoke off. All right. Here's those settings. So, new package, add flight. New package, add flight. We're going to put the idiots over there.
Yeah, nobody cares about the marine ships anyways, right?
Hey. No, it just means we can take care of ourselves while we got the idiots overhead. Can't seem to do anything right.
So we're really, what are we looking at as far as ground goes?
What are we looking at as far as what goes?
Is targets.
Everything. We'll get there. Hang tight.
Getting it.
I thought about putting Red Sea over there, but I'll put it on somebody else, like Ebola.
Wow.
Now what are we going to do bomber-wise?
Say have a cluster of the airfield, man.
OCA, runway, B-52, going from there. Then you're going to go back to Europe. You're just going to go straight across and go. At least another 10 minutes. What the? Really? What is this? There's a reason I said biggest things we need to do is establish a front line, keep everything nice and easy for our armor, and try to get those SA-10s down. Those are priorities.
Request rearming. Copy.
Radio check. Radio check 24300.
24300, 5x5, how me over?
Lima Charlie. Behind you, ready to go. Ready when you are.
Brakes on, run up.
Mo.
Brakes off, now. Adding power. And mill. Rotate.
Gear.
Alright, let's level off here. Alright, come right on to 0.4.
Tracking, tracking, tracking,
Spike or mud spike on a 10.
tracking, tracking, tracking.
It's probably picking our cap up.
Tracking, tracking,
Turn on my jammer.
tracking, tracking, tracking. Tracking, tracking, tracking. Tracking, tracking, tracking. Tracking, tracking, tracking.
Let's go, burners on.
Tracking, tracking, tracking. Tracking, tracking, tracking.
Burners on, 5-degree climb.
Tracking, tracking, tracking. 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 Tracking, tracking, tracking.
What do you want to level off at?
Tracking, tracking, tracking.
Let's go 34 if we can.
Tracking, tracking.
Copy.
Tracking, tracking, tracking.
I got a crap ton of SAMs going up by me. Looks like ours firing.
Nice.
Tracking, tracking.
We're about to get a GB6 raid. Recommend pickling them first.
Copy.
tracking, 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 tracking.
You want me to just continue your cadence?
We're almost in range. Got in range Q.
Tracking, tracking.
Wait one. I'm showing range 130 miles. That can't be right.
Steer point 4.
Hey, from steer point 4.
You got a range of 33.
Tracking,
Yeah, that's definitely a negative on my side.
Copy, I'm dropping.
tracking, 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 tracking,
They're firing up.
Copy. I'm going to go ahead and
Defending left.
copy. Magnum. 2. 3. 4. Defending right.
tracking, tracking, tracking.
All of a sudden now my range updated. Figures.
Yeah, of course.
Look to be clear of the threat. I'm going to continue coming around to the right and see if I can't climb back up for these GB6s.
Copy, they work. They work best when you're above 30.
Copy.
Pull up, tracking, 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 tracking.
Do I get you at Angels 24?
Tracking, 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 tracking,
Say again.
Do I have you at Angels 24?
tracking, 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 tracking,
I didn't get that.
Is your altitude Angels 24?
tracking, tracking, tracking,
Climbing through 25.
Copy. I'm
tracking,
crossing over behind your 6. Getting ready to turn back in.
tracking,
Copy.
tracking, tracking.
I am 3 9er miles out.
You can adjust your burst altitude to the max.
Which is?
I think it's 999.
Is that it?
Yeah, it was. You gotta do it for each station as well.
Copy.
I was tracking my GV6s in, and it does make a difference.
Both set 999. Inside of 30. Pigs away.
Warning.
Both out.
Warning. 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 Warning.
Setting waypoint. 6.
Should be waypoint 7.
Copy.
Tracking. 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 Tracking.
Yeah, we got some shacks popping up now.
There you go.
Got one launcher, track radar, Shilka, and a Tor. They may be able to avoid those LD-10s, but they sure can't get away from the SFWs.
You cannot escape them.
Bingo. Bingo. Bingo.
Doesn't give us a descend waypoint like it used to.
I just did my most perfect overhead brake landing.
Nice.
Good thing I wasn't recording it.
Oof.
Bingo. Pull up, pull up, pull up. Altitude, altitude, altitude.
I got visual of you on the taxiway.
Copy. I just saw you fly overhead. A little floaty there.
Trying to aero brake it.
What's your angle?
I didn't look.
Yeah, it's not the best.
No, definitely not. But I mean, it was still smooth.
Oh yeah.
All right.